No, this could have been an engagement, but I made it a
It's
birthday.
crazy.
A birthday.
Your jewelry.
Ooh.
Her jewelry is.
Well, I'm already looking. I'm like, wow, I love. Okay, here we go.
Birthday ring though.
Hey, good morning. It's DeDe in the morning, and everybody is here. There goes Jay Cruz,
Yo.
Trey G, comedian JJ Williamson. All right, you guys, I got to tell you something right now. You've been hearing me talk about Black Girl Sunscreen, right? It's been out for a while. I got to tell you something. I'm really proud of this woman. She is on our spotlight this morning, on our small and black-owned business spotlight, but there ain't nothing small about hers.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something right now. You got to welcome the founder of Black Girl Sunscreen, Shontay Lundy. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey.
All right, so Shontay, let's talk. Girl, tell me about Black Girl Sunscreen and tell everybody all about it.
Okay, Black Girl Sunscreen is a sunscreen made for women of color. I made it to honor our complexion. Back in 2016, started with one SKU. Now we have, I don't know, maybe 12. We are sold in major retailers across the United States, probably about 20,000 stores. Rounded up.
Okay.
Let
me just say something.
Sure.
What made you say and use Black Girl Sun? Is it because, people, for a long time, people didn't know we went on vacation and that we liked the sun.
Yeah, but you know what, though, DeDe? That was my mindset 8 years ago. I launched the company down in Miami, South Florida, and it was, you know what, let me launch it in a place where people are always in the sun, where they're always vacationing. But over time, my thought process became to broaden, right? So we talk about sun safety on a day-to-day basis. So you get up, you do your cleanser, your moisturizer, your toner, and to finish your skincare regimen, you're putting on sunscreen. So now it's not just about vacation or poolside. It's about preserving your youth because you look beautiful.
Yeah, every day you have to wear it. Yeah, everybody has to wear it.
Every single day. So that's how we've really grown the space. Because if we kept it just on vacation, it'd be extremely seasonal.
But it is true. You often hear people, you'll see them on TV. Everybody talks about it. Every day you're supposed to have some kind of SPF, some kind of cover for your skin. And a lot of times there was this misconception about us as African Americans and people with a more melanated skin tone that we didn't need it.
Girl, you took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say, we got to debunk this fallacy. It's not true. All skin.
Somebody trying to pull out big words because he's trying to impress. He's trying to impress.
He's trying to impress.
You say fallacy.
It's working because she's sure looking.
Well, I'm going to address the person that is speaking.
I know that's right.
I like it.
And I will too.
So, do you wear sunscreen, sir?
I do when I'm out in the sun with the kids.
That was a lie.
I do. No, I do. I try. I really do. I'm irresponsible.
You heard it tumble out his mouth.
Because she's making me tell the whole truth.
Hold on, he got intimidated. He was like, I was like, I don't want to.
Talk to us about your skincare regimen.
So we go to the water park a lot. Oh, yeah, I don't have no kind of regimen. No. I don't wake up every day and do. I just use regular lotion, whatever.
Yeah. Do you wash your face with a bar soap or?
Yeah, kind of. My hands get soapy, kind of scrub the face. I don't feel like the soap bar needs to be directly on my skin.
Okay.
But I do wear a lot of sunscreen because we stay in the wave pools during the summertime. So, and yes, all skin needs it. DeDe, that is a false. That is not true. Just because you are dark skinned does not mean you are protected. You need sunscreen.
Thank you.
I don't use it.
What's wrong? You don't? JJ, you don't use any?
Nigga, I'm already made out of...
Did you just get ready to use the
I was. But I'm made out of wool. I mean, ain't nothing for this. Trust me.
What you got to say?
Come on. Ain't nothing made for this.
Shontay, tell him.
Texture of skin.
You know
I'm
what
sorry.
though? Okay,
that's all.
You want to soften it up, right?
Okay.
I just feel like you said you're made out of wool. We just need to hydrate it. I mean, you putting on lotion right now, but I get it. Let me see the knuckles. Let's see the knuckles.
No, ain't that bad.
Okay, so
because it's almost summer. That's the only reason.
So we got something to work with. Your complexion is very nice. It's like mine.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's right.
You have beautiful complexion.
Yeah, you really do.
And so
really do.
let's talk about this, though. Black Girl Sunscreen, I just think, when we heard about it, it's like all of a sudden it just exploded. How quickly, once you thought of that idea, that all of a sudden it just, how many years did it take to get in all these stores?
It took a lot of hustle, a lot of grit, a lot of determination, and a lot of, no one is going to tell me that it's not going to work because it is going to work because I said it's going to work and I'm going to have a plan B. So there were just sacrifices that I think people just don't always think about. Whether this is back, 8 years ago, I'm selling my purses and my shoes on eBay just in case, right? Because I had transitioned from my corporate job of 9 years, 10 years, and I needed to figure out how to live. And selling 10, 11, 12 units on a .com isn't going to pay your bills.
Right.
So you have to do things to get you by. So how quickly? I would say, so we started in 2016. We were in retail by 2019.
Oh,
3 years. But that's because of, the things that we were doing. We were popping up on the beaches. We were popping up at every local activation. Nothing was too small. Nothing was too big.
Oh, you
we
was
were
in
there.
their faces physically.
You have to be, and we still currently are.
Nice.
Our marketing strategy is completely holistic.
Which means?
Holistic meaning like full, right? So
Gotcha.
radio meaning, streaming, ads,
Gotcha. Every avenue.
billboards, right? So not just digital, but at a home. Holistic, we bring it full circle.
Nice.
Okay, so
Yeah.
everybody, we are talking to Shontay Lundy. She's the founder of Black Girl Sunscreen.
Okay, so I know this sunscreen is for people of color. How do you come up with the product? I mean, as far as putting it together, that that this would work for us.
Well, you said you made a wool.
I mean,
Right?
right. Okay.
So let's address that, right?
Okay.
And what I said was you just need to be hydrated. So the number one concern of why people of color, Black people specifically, didn't wear sunscreen was because it wasn't moisturizing and it left a white cast. So that was the first tackle. That was the first issue to tackle was how do we make it more moisturizing, more hydrating, so it doesn't leave the white pasty cast, so we're not ashy. So we say cocoa butter,
Oh, wow.
right?
Okay.
Just something
Who
real
doesn't
easy.
love cocoa
Yeah.
butter? Yeah.
Real easy. So it rubs into our skin. No white cast, no white residue. You're not looking like a ghost. And voila. So that was my first thing of how do we get Black people to wear sunscreen? You have to eliminate the one reason why they don't. And
'Cause you can see it
that was
on-
our
yeah.
and that's our claim to fame.
Okay, were you always an entrepreneur, and did you always think like that? Because that's
Probably in my mind I was. I had a paper route at the age of 15.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
And this is real stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because not only are you just tossing papers at people's doors, you got to get subscriptions.
Yeah.
You got to
You gotta
literally
sell and deliver.
You
got
had to
to knock
hustle.
on doors.
Yeah.
I love
Little
her.
Black girl
Okay.
at the door.
So let me ask this then, Shontay. You're a college educated. You went to college.
Yes.
Okay. You have a degree, master's degree. What do you have?
Both.
But there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So did you major in business?
Yes.
Oh wow. And so
Yes.
that's probably why your business has taken
You
off.
know
And
what? And I started a PhD program too, but I had to pause that because it was
love
too much being in corporate, trying to kickstart Black Girl Sunscreen, and then PhD is a lot of research, so
Yeah.
I had to
You had to
pause
back
that.
up.
But you know what? I've always had ideas from
Really?
because it's just like
Yeah,
I don't
but
know, will this work?
to
And
know that something is gonna lack, so you got to back up, right? Because sometimes people take on too much. They try to put too much on your plate, and one
yeah.
thing's gonna lack, and you're not gonna do it well. So stop it and focus on that one thing.
I asked myself 3 questions.
what are they?
The first question was, will other Black women wear Black Girl Sunscreen? Number 1. Number 2 was, do I have the resources to start it? And then number 3 is, did I have the confidence? And most people don't have the confidence to move forward with their idea.
Hold on, you said something was interesting of those 3. It's funny that you would say it was the confidence that people don't have, because financially people would think that would have been it.
Right.
But it's the confidence. Financially though, how did you do it? Did you have to go out and, did you have the money yourself? Did you go find some investors? Like, how'd you get that going?
Yeah, you know what? It's funny that you asked because I do these mentorship calls every Thursday, and that's like the number 1 question. How did you fund the business? And I funded the business because I saved my money in the corporate job. You know how people say like, save for your 401k. I spent my shit. Right? So
I love it.
I spent it. But it was a question of like, do you put a down payment on a home or do you start a business? Right? And I started a business. But going back to, did I raise capital? In 2016, I could be completely wrong. I don't think there's one person that would have given Shontay Lundy or Black Girl Sunscreen 1 cent to start Black Girl Sunscreen.
Really?
Not one.
I believe you.
Wow.
Not one.
Wow. And so you did that. So you did it how? On your own with your money?
With my own money,
With
the
her
money that I saved.
401k.
Good for you.
And I never even said that word before. I just said my savings, right?
Right.
So the thought was, okay, I got enough money to buy 5,000 units of product, right? I could do a website. I did my logo. I was the first hire. I hired this woman from Hong Kong to run the Instagram page. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
Really?
Right?
for
This is
sure.
how we got it
let me,
started.
because people
right?
listening want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was like, okay, so what happens once you sell the 5,000 units? Well, you got to re-up. And that's how I needed to sell my stuff. I needed to make sure that I was prioritizing. So no hair done, no nails done.
Right.
I didn't sell my car. I gave my car back. So I didn't have a car payment.
Wow.
There was a lot of things
Sacrifice.
that I had to prioritize to make sure that I could live.
Gosh, I love this.
You know-
Okay, everybody, again, we are talking to Shontay Lundy. She's the founder of Black Girl Sunscreen. Just recently launched HEB.
Heb.
Also Amazon. You're on Amazon
Oh
now?
my goodness. Yeah, you know what?
Like you just found out.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. I'm surprised.
He knew before you did.
Well, I have a girlfriend who runs the Black Accelerator. She's
okay.
always trying to get
Oh,
Black
do you want to hear that? You want to
What?
hear something,
What?
DeDe?
Uh-huh.
We just got informed that Black Girl Sunscreen had the second largest successful launch out of all black businesses on Amazon.
Come
Yes.
on.
Yes, thank you. That is a tremendous deal. And I held Amazon in my back pocket for years.
For real.
Yeah, because you got it's crawl, walk, run.
Yep.
And honestly, we weren't ready for, let's just say, that type of
Right.
Thank you.
you know,
Platform.
movement. Well, hold on. We do very well in our retailers, and I didn't want to cannibalize the distribution, right? So it's important that we show love to the people that have supported us. So if our retailers are number one customer, then we want to make sure our customers is
good.
going there, right? But if we have other entrepreneurs that own salons or other .coms, we want to make sure that they're eating because they've been supporting us. So now Amazon, they're always going to be there.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Amazon is quick, fast money, not a lot of fees. So when we launched, it was like, oh, people don't have to leave their couch. They don't have to go into the store, and they're going to support. So that's why I kept it in my pocket, because we didn't need it at first. Now, when you want your P&L and your balance sheet to go up, right, you want that top line revenue, that's when you do quick little
Shontay,
things.
you're so good and you have so much information. And one of the reasons why I love doing our small and black owned business spotlight is because there are so many people who want to start a business, right? And don't know how or where. I love the fact that you said you do mentorship. If somebody's listening, how can they reach you? Because you have so much information they would want to learn. I mean, if you're speaking at a conference, let us know. How do they reach you?
My assistant's going to hate me for this.
What?
So I'm not going to shout out her email.
Okay.
But it's Francis at blackgirlsunscreen.com.
Okay.
to jump on the calendar.
Francis at Black Girl Sunscreen.
Yeah, Francis with an E, not an I.
Okay, because you're giving out so much information that people
Yeah.
would love to learn and
Quick
hear.
information.
Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. They don't know where to start.
How
And
come?
They don't have the confidence.
They don't ask themselves those three
They
questions.
don't know those
that you
questions.
asked.
But why does
Yes.
everybody want to be in the entrepreneur space now, you think?
Because they think they see the glory,
Tell
they see
them.
the money, they see but a lot of people don't hear the hard work and the sacrifices you just told. A lot of people don't want to do that part. They want to get the glory and everybody go, oh, you own your own business, that's so great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have one last question.
Yeah, and the sleep. There's no sleep.
No sleep.
2 shifts, 3 shifts.
Does it work on white people?
The Black Girl Sunscreen?
Yes.
What are you?
I'm mixed, Dominican and Greek. My mom's Afro-Dominican, so.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying I'm like.
I didn't say anything.
I see what you're saying.
I just wanted to know.
I could use it. Can I use it?
Yes.
Okay, so we're good.
So if a product could work on rich complexions, it can definitely work on non-color.
There you go.
All right.
Tailored.
I love it.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Black Girl Sunscreen, everybody available now at HEB, Amazon, and everywhere, right? How many stores you said
Yeah,
now?
it's about 20,000.
Damn. That's so great.
That is great.
Congratulations.
Thank
We
you so
celebrate you,
much.
girl.
Thank you.
All right, and real quick before you leave,
Yes.
you got a podcast.
Oh my, we call it Broadcast to Podcast, right? So it is called Shamelessly Shontay. Am I allowed to say where it's at?
go
okay.
ahead.
On iHeartMedia. We are on the air from 6:30 a.m. to 7 a.m. every Sunday. And we're talking all things about life, happiness, entrepreneurship. We're shameless about it. And we
love
have
it.
some amazing guests. So if you have a moment, you can download it from the iHeart app, Apple, and Spotify.
Okay, real
Pleasure.
quick before you go, you never did get on Shark Tank? Or did you?
They asked us like 3 times. They just asked us for a 4th. And homeboy jumped in the inbox like, I'm sure you don't need our money now, but what do you think? And I was like, I'm good. Yeah.
I think you need to be a judge on something
I
like
think it might
that.
be fun just to go on
Yeah.
there.
No. She's a judge.
Okay.
Well, when you start to know, right, and you start to get educated, it's a lot different than when you are just coming into it,
Gotcha.
right? So like $50,000, $100,000 might seem nice, but when you're in the millions, right, and when you're raising 20 million, 30 million, that's not what Shark Tank is doing.
That's
Gang,
what
gang.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what Shark Tank. That's why I
Who's
said
your
you need to be a
jeweler?
judge.
Ma'am.
Yes, they would love that shout out too, but I'm not going to give it to them.
There it is. All right. Well, listen, you know what? Make sure you go buy Black Girl Sunscreen, everybody, which is a sponsor on this show. Thank you so much for sponsoring.
Oh, no problem. No
Thank
problem.
you. Y'all give it up for Miss Shontay Lundy, the fabulous
Yay!
Black Girl
Stop
Sunscreen.
playing.
It's DeDe in the morning.